Hey, welcome in. FG here. So today was a banner day at the mailbox. I actually ended up getting 3 packages in. I'm really excited about opening, well, at least 2 of them. One of them, let's do this one first. This one is an expected eBay purchase. So if you watched one of my previous videos, I was showcasing a set of commemorative half-ounce coins that I bought, and this should be another set of those coins, although this one looks like it did not come in the original box packaging, but that's okay. I'm buying it for the silver in the rounds, not the box packaging. So there we go. We got another set of those along. It did come with the COA, even though it doesn't have the box. So pretty cool. One of the things that I really like about all of these sets of coins of these that I've gotten so far is on the silver coin. For some reason, the silver coins really are toning nicely. It may be because of this ring that's inside here, but all of them that I've gotten have kind of gotten a really nice toning in there. So there we go, another ounce of silver that I ended up getting for $35. So that's a pretty good deal. All right. So that was the boring bit. Silver under melt. Let's open this package next. This one came in from Humble Stacker, and actually, I actually forgot should be expecting this or watching for this. I was visiting and watching Humble's 500 sub giveaway, and he was giving away one of the pours that I did for him, and he had some other giveaways going on, and I actually won one of those other giveaways. So that was really cool, and you'll see that it's a Kookaburra 2017, and this is now my sole Kookaburra in my collection. I did have one previously that Southeast Stacker needed in his date run, so he and I worked out a deal, and I sent that his way. So now this is my only Kookaburra back in the collection. So Humble Stacker, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. So there we go. That's number 2. And then number 3 is a package that's coming in from Silver Serpents, who's, I would say, a newer member to our stacking silver community on YouTube. Silver Serpents, I will say, in the future, if you're sending stuff out to anybody, make sure that you're putting the writing on your envelope for the address under the tape. You can see that this address got almost worn off here, and the street address was also almost worn off. I'm surprised it got to me, actually, with the amount of address that was still showing. So I'm not sure. The tracking must have had something to do with where it was going in the computer to get to me, because the writing on the envelope, I'm not sure that it was sufficient to get it here. But it did get here safe and sound, and this is going to be, it's some surprise to me. Silver Serpents is sending me some silver in trade for his 2 bars that we have here. You'll recognize those from some previous pours. So he decided that he'd like to do a trade for his bars, and this is the silver that he's sending in trade. So we'll get to take a look here. He told me he was hand-picking some silver out of his stack to send my way. So I'm kind of excited to see what he picked. Even though, as always, if I'm taking silver in trade, I'm happy to take, the worst milk spotted, dinged, whatever silver doesn't fit in your stack, as long as it's 3/9 fine, so that I potentially can remelt it. Now I have to say, I have received some things in trade that I have not wanted to remelt, so some of those have gone into my stack, and I've just had to purchase other in order to continue the melting. Let's see, he put in here, okay, so he says, Dear FG Stacker, I want to thank you for the beautiful pours and for your patience as I transition through a tough time, but now I am settled and getting into a good rhythm. I am certain that these bars will be favorite in my collection, just as these 2 musicians are favorites of mine. I'm sending one of my favorite coins, the Samoa Serpent of Milan by the Scottsdale Mint, and 2 vintage rounds that I hope will find a home in your stack, but if they find their way to the Crucible, I'm okay with that too. Sorry for the lack of obvious melting silver, but my stock is more of a collection than lots of repetitive generics. Thank you again, Silver Serpents. Well, thank you. I really do appreciate the sentiment for getting one of your favorites. Let's take a look at that one first. So Samoa 2020 to Talia. Now, in my World Silver book, the entry I have for Samoa, I didn't have a 1-ounce entry, so I kind of used one of my 5-ounce Commander coins as my Samoa entry. But now that I have a 1-ounce, I think I will replace that, and this will actually go into my bullion book to represent Samoa. So a very cool coin, and thank you for that addition. And that will go into my bullion book. So that will be saved for that. Let's see, this looks like a Year of bar, Year of the Horse, 2014. Definitely not one that I have. I don't have a tremendous amount of bars, so I will keep this one in my bar stack. He sent some fractional for, rather than me sending him change, he sent me some change. And actually, I don't think I have any of these type of fractionals. Air Force, that is cool. Something I've probably not said here on my channel before. My father was in the Air Force for lots of years. So that is actually pretty cool. And getting 2 of these, I might actually send one to my sister. So that is some pretty cool fractional silver in there. Looks like I got a total of 5 of those. So yeah, I will definitely have to send one of those off to my sister. And we also got a 1 gram Liberty bar. Very cool. And now see, here's perfect melting silver. Shh, don't let Silver and Cigars hear me say that. And let's see, what else do we have in here? All right, well, we have The Dawn of a New Millennium from 2000. That is actually pretty cool. I don't have one of these. And if you saw my vintage silver, one of the complete columns in my box is replica, like US coin replica silver. So I think that this one will find a spot in that box along with that replica silver. Ooh. Let's check this one out. 1973, 1 Silver Liberty. That is very cool. I've actually never seen one of these before. That is awesome. I like the finish on that also. So yeah, I think I'll hold on to that in my stack as well. And let's see, last but not least, we have an Eric Blood Axe. Now these are cool. I like these legendary warrior coins. I do already have Eric Blood Axe. There's the newest one I don't have. If I'm going to melt something, this would probably be the last thing that I'd melt in my melt pile. But that's cool. All right, well, that is today's pile of silver here. Several things that we're going to put into our stack. One into our silver book, one into our sovereign coins book. So I only ended up with 1 for sure melt and 1 maybe melt out of all that. But we'll get these packaged up and sent off to Silver Serpents, and hopefully he gets them and enjoys them as much as the silver that he sent to me. All right, well, that's it for this evening. I'll see you all tomorrow morning for the next installment in our World Silver Book. Till then, I'll catch you in the next one.